Every morning, the mirror doesn't just reflect your face, it reflects your energy, your attitude, and the way you've decided to show up in the world. True beauty is not a product you apply, but a state of mind you cultivate. It's the radiance that comes from within, spilling into your smile, your presence, and your confidence. What if I told you that beauty is not about perfection, but about ritual? Daily choices that awaken your best self. Today, I'll show you 6 morning habits that will not only transform how you look, but more importantly, how you feel. Every morning when the alarm goes off, most of us rush into the day with a list of things to do, problems to solve, and expectations to meet. We grab our phones, scroll through messages, emails, or social media, and instantly throw ourselves into the chaos of the world before we've even said good morning to ourselves. But here's the truth, the very first moments of your day set the stage for everything that follows. And if you want to be truly beautiful, not just on the outside, but in your energy, your presence, your spirit, you have to start with something deeper than skincare or makeup. You have to start with gratitude. Gratitude is the simplest yet most powerful practice you can build into your mornings. When you wake up and your first conscious thoughts are of appreciation, you instantly shift your state of being. Imagine opening your eyes and instead of worrying about what you don't have, you whisper to yourself, thank you for the breath in my lungs. Thank you for the strength in my body. Thank you for another chance to live this day. Those small words carry the weight of transformation because gratitude is more than just a nice idea, it's a lens, a perspective that colors everything you see. Think about it. When you approach the mirror after practicing gratitude, you don't pick yourself apart. You don't focus on flaws, wrinkles, or imperfections. You see someone alive, someone with potential, someone with gifts. Gratitude softens your expression. It gives your face a glow that no cosmetic brand can bottle. It is beauty at its purest because it comes from a place that's real. When you are grateful, people can feel it. They sense that your energy is not desperate for approval or validation. It is already full, and fullness is magnetic. The science backs this up. When you practice gratitude, your brain releases dopamine and serotonin, the very chemicals that make you feel happy and alive. Your nervous system relaxes, your stress levels drop, and your body shifts into balance. The ripple effect is astonishing. Better sleep, brighter skin, stronger immunity, and a calmer mind. In other words, gratitude makes you beautiful from the inside out without you even trying. But it has to be intentional. It has to be a practice. So how do you actually do it? It doesn't have to be complicated. When you first wake up, before touching your phone or rushing into the shower, sit quietly for just 60 seconds. Place your hand on your heart, close your eyes, and think of 3 things you're grateful for. It could be something profound, like the love of your family, or something simple, like the comfort of your bed or the sound of birds outside your window. The magic isn't in what you choose, it's in how deeply you feel it. Let that gratitude sink into your body, let it bring a smile to your face even before you've had your coffee. And here's the secret, gratitude compounds. The more you practice it, the more things you'll notice to be grateful for. Suddenly, you'll appreciate the sunlight breaking through your curtains, the warmth of the water on your skin, the taste of your breakfast. The ordinary becomes extraordinary when gratitude is your filter. And the more extraordinary your world feels, the more radiant you become. Because beauty is not about the symmetry of your features, it's about the frequency you emit. Gratitude raises that frequency, but perhaps the most beautiful thing about gratitude is that it makes you unshakable. When life throws challenges your way, and it will, gratitude gives you an anchor. Instead of drowning in problems, you learn to spot the blessings hidden inside them. Instead of focusing on lack, you see opportunities. That resilience reflects in your face, in your posture, in your voice. People are drawn to you not because you are flawless, but because you carry a calm strength that can only come from a grateful heart. And let's be honest, what could be more beautiful than a person who radiates appreciation for life itself? Someone who smiles not because everything is perfect, but because they choose to honor what is good, right here and now. That smile, that energy, that aura is unforgettable. It lingers longer than perfume, it shines brighter than jewelry, and it speaks louder than words. So tomorrow morning, when you wake up, don't reach for your phone, reach for gratitude. Let your first thoughts be thank you. Thank you for another day. Thank you for another chance. Thank you for the simple miracle of being alive. That is how you begin to embody beauty, not the kind that fades, but the kind that deepens every single morning. Do this and watch how the world begins to see you differently. Not because you changed your appearance, but because you changed your energy. And energy, my friend, is the most beautiful thing you can ever wear. The next thing you do each morning is just as important as gratitude, and it's something so simple that most people overlook it. What you choose to put into your body the very first moment you rise. Think about it, your body has gone 6, 7, maybe even 8 hours without a single drop of water. All night long your cells have been repairing, your organs have been working quietly in the background, your brain has been processing memories and resetting itself. When you wake up, your body is like a garden that has gone without rain. It's thirsty, and the way you water it in the morning determines how it will bloom throughout the day. Most people wake up and go straight to coffee, or they skip drinking water entirely, running on adrenaline and caffeine until they crash later. But beauty, true beauty that radiates through your skin, your energy and your vitality begins with hydration. The first drink you give yourself in the morning is not just a physical choice, it's a message. It's you telling your body, I care about you, I want to nourish you, I want to help you shine today. A simple glass of water with a squeeze of lemon can be the difference between dragging yourself through the day and stepping into it with clarity and glow. Water is life. It makes up over 70% of your body, and every single process inside you depends on it. Your skin, your hair, your nails, your digestion, even your mood, all of it is tied to how hydrated you are. When you don't give yourself water in the morning, your body struggles to catch up, your skin looks tired, your eyes dull, your energy fades. But when you hydrate as soon as you wake up, you kickstart your system in the most natural way. Your cells wake up, your blood flow increases, your digestion prepares itself, and your brain sharpens. You instantly feel more alive, more awake, and more in tune with yourself. That is the foundation of beauty, and let's not forget, hydration is not just physical, it's spiritual. The act of pouring yourself water in the morning is a ritual, it is sacred in its simplicity. You are reminding yourself that before you give your energy to anyone else, you must first pour into yourself. That small action says, I come first, my well-being matters, and that self-respect radiates. People notice it in the way you carry yourself, in the way you speak, in the way you move through the world. If you really want to elevate this practice, add fresh lemon or a pinch of pink salt to your water. The lemon cleanses and alkalizes your system, while the minerals replenish what your body lost overnight. This is not about following a trend or chasing a health hack. It's about forming a habit that tells your body every single morning, you are loved, you are nourished, you are ready. When you treat your body like it's worth caring for, you automatically carry yourself like someone who is beautiful. Because beauty is not vanity, it's respect for yourself, and it doesn't stop at water. Hydration also means asking yourself, what else am I feeding myself this morning? Not just in terms of food, but in terms of energy. What are you watching, reading, or listening to before your day begins? Are you feeding your mind with chaos, scrolling through other people's lives, comparing yourself before you've even brushed your teeth? Or are you feeding your soul with peace, with words of encouragement, with stillness? Hydration is more than liquid, it's about filling the emptiness of the morning with something that supports you instead of drains you. Your body needs water, your mind needs clarity, your spirit needs intention. When all three are nourished at the start of the day, you don't just look better, you are better. You walk into the day with vitality in your step, light in your eyes, and confidence in your presence, and that is a kind of beauty that cannot be faked. So tomorrow, before the world gets your attention, before the noise of the day pulls you in, take that glass of water and drink slowly, feel it move through you, let it awaken you, let it remind you that caring for yourself is the first step in showing up beautifully for the world. Because when you begin your day by hydrating your body and your soul, you don't just quench your thirst, you ignite your glow. After you've awakened your heart with gratitude and nourished your body with hydration, the next step in becoming truly beautiful each morning is to remember the power of your own voice. The words you speak, especially to yourself, are not harmless whispers, they are spells. They shape your self-image, they influence your energy, and they determine how you walk through the world. Too many people start their mornings by criticizing themselves in the mirror, noticing every line, every flaw, every imagined imperfection. And when you speak to yourself like that, you carry that energy with you all day long. But when you decide to speak beauty into existence, everything changes. The mind is always listening. It doesn't separate between truth and lies. It only believes what you repeatedly tell it. If you wake up and look at yourself with frustration, saying, I look tired, I'm not enough, I wish I looked different, your subconscious accepts it as fact and begins building your reality around it. But if you wake up, face the mirror, and declare, I am enough, I am radiant, I am beautiful just as I am, the same subconscious takes that as truth too. The words become seeds planted into the soil of your being, and like any seed with repetition and nurturing, they grow into the reality you live. It might feel awkward at first. Most people struggle to affirm themselves because they've spent years believing they're not worthy of beauty or love. Maybe you've been told by others that you don't measure up. Maybe you've been conditioned to think beauty is only skin deep or reserved for the chosen few. But the mirror doesn't just reflect your skin, it reflects your belief, and belief can be rewritten with words. That's why affirmations are not just positive thinking, they are an act of creation. When you say to yourself every morning, I am beautiful, you are not lying, you are activating the beauty that already exists within you. Science even supports this. Studies show that self-affirmation reduces stress, boosts confidence, and rewires the brain toward optimism. Your nervous system responds to affirming words by calming down, your posture naturally shifts into openness, and your tone of voice changes. People notice it even if they can't explain why. It's because beauty is not just what people see, it's what they feel when they're around you. And when you speak love into yourself, that energy radiates outward. Think of it this way, if a child were standing in front of you, would you tear them apart with criticism? Or would you build them up with encouragement, reminding them of their worth? You are no different. You carry that same innocence within you, and it's waiting to be spoken to kindly. The mirror becomes your classroom, your stage, your sanctuary. Instead of being a place of judgment, it becomes a place of empowerment. Each morning you are given the chance to either destroy your spirit with words or resurrect it with affirmations. Which do you choose? And here's the beauty of this practice. It doesn't just affect how you see yourself, it affects how the world responds to you. People are mirrors too. They often reflect back to us the energy we project. If you carry yourself as someone who feels small, others will unconsciously treat you that way. But if you carry yourself as someone who knows their beauty, someone who believes in their worth, you command respect without asking for it. You attract admiration without needing to chase it, because you've already spoken it into existence within yourself. This is why some people walk into a room and light it up without saying a word. It's not always about their appearance, it's about their energy. They have been affirming their value, shaping their reality, and the world simply responds. That is what speaking beauty into existence does for you. It doesn't create arrogance, it creates alignment. It brings your inner truth into harmony with your outer presence. So tomorrow morning when you face yourself in the mirror, don't let your first words be criticism. Look yourself in the eyes and speak beauty into existence. Say, I am enough, I am radiant, I am worthy, I am beautiful. Say it until you believe it. Say it until your body relaxes, your smile softens, your energy rises. Say it until the world has no choice but to believe it too. Because the most powerful makeup you will ever wear is the language you use to define yourself. Once you've awakened your gratitude, nourished yourself with water, and spoken beauty into existence, the next step to carrying that glow through your day is to move your body. Movement is not about punishing yourself, not about chasing an image in the mirror, but about reminding your body that it is alive. Think about it, your body is the vessel through which you experience life. If it stays stiff, stagnant, and heavy, your energy will reflect the same. But when you allow yourself even 10 minutes of intentional movement each morning, you ignite something deeper than fitness, you awaken your glow. So many of us associate movement with long workouts, gym memberships, or endless routines that feel exhausting before they even begin. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the kind of movement that reconnects you with yourself, that shakes off the heaviness of sleep and the stress you carried from yesterday. It could be stretching your arms toward the ceiling and feeling your spine length. It could be rolling your shoulders back, opening your chest, and taking a deep breath that reminds you of your own strength. It could be a gentle yoga flow, a quick walk outside as the sun rises, or simply turning on your favorite song and letting your body dance. What matters is not how it looks, it's how it makes you feel. When you move your body, you move your energy. The tension that has been locked in your muscles begins to release, your circulation wakes up, oxygen flows more freely, and your skin naturally brightens. That natural flush of energy is what people often call a glow. It's not something you paint on, it's something you activate. Movement literally brings life back into your body, and that life is the essence of beauty. But there's something even more powerful at play here. Movement doesn't just transform your physical state, it transforms your mental state. You've probably noticed how after a walk or a quick workout, your mood shifts. Problems seem smaller, your thoughts clearer, your emotions lighter. That's because movement releases endorphins, the natural chemicals of happiness and confidence. These endorphins soften the edges of stress and invite you to carry yourself differently. You stand taller, you breathe deeper, you walk into your day, not just existing but radiating presence. That is beauty in its most natural form. The truth is, beauty isn't about being still or picture perfect, it's about being vibrant, dynamic, and alive. When people see you moving with ease, with energy, with grace, they sense something magnetic in you. They may not even realize it, but they're drawn to the way your body expresses life. And that doesn't come from hours in the gym. It comes from choosing every morning to give yourself those 10 minutes of movement, not as punishment, but as celebration. Think of animals in nature. A cat stretches luxuriously when it wakes up, birds spread their wings before taking flight. Movement is nature's way of saying, I am ready for the day. But humans in our rush often skip this step. We jump straight into work, stress, or distraction, forgetting that our bodies need to be awakened too. And when we forget, we carry stiffness, tiredness, and dullness into the day. The world feels heavier because we've denied ourselves the simple act of moving into alignment with life. The beauty of movement is that it belongs to you. It doesn't have to look like anyone else's. Some mornings it might be slow and gentle. Other mornings it might be powerful and fast. It could be guided by a routine or entirely spontaneous. What matters is the intention to remind yourself that you are alive, that energy is flowing, that your body is not an obstacle but a gift. When you treat movement as an act of self-love rather than self-criticism, you stop chasing beauty and start embodying. And here's the secret, when you move your body, your mind follows. You stop carrying yourself like someone hiding from life, and you begin to carry yourself like someone fully living it. That shift in posture, that light in your step, that ease in your shoulders, it's what people notice before they even notice your face. It's why some people seem to shine without saying a word. They are not just existing in their body, they are flowing with it. So tomorrow morning, don't just rush into your day, give yourself those minutes to move. Stretch, walk, dance, breathe, whatever feels right. Feel your body wake up, feel your energy expand, feel yourself stepping not just into another morning, but into your own radiance. Because when you begin your day, by moving your body, you remind the world that true beauty is not in standing still, it's in being fully vibrantly alive.
After gratitude has lifted your heart, after water has awakened your body, after words of beauty have shaped your mind, and after movement has sparked your glow, there is one more layer that deepens your presence: what you choose to feed your mind. Most people think beauty is only about the surface: skin, hair, posture, style. But there is a beauty that cannot fade, a beauty that lingers even when time changes the body. That beauty comes from within, and it is nourished by what you put into your thoughts each morning. The truth is, your mind is the soil in which your life grows. Every thought you entertain is a seed, and every morning you're planting. Some people start their days by scrolling through negativity, comparing themselves to others, absorbing chaos, and unknowingly planting seeds of doubt, envy, and frustration. Then they wonder why their day feels heavy, why their spirit feels dim, why their presence feels drained. But the ones who begin their morning by feeding their mind with something nourishing, something inspiring, something that lifts them higher, those are the ones who walk out into the world with a presence that shines. What you feed your mind becomes the way you see yourself, and how you see yourself becomes the energy you project to the world. You could spend hours perfecting your outer appearance, but if inside you are starving for wisdom, starving for calmness, starving for strength, it will always show. Beauty is not only what people see with their eyes, it's what they feel when they stand near you. And the way you feed your mind is what gives that feeling its weight. Feeding your mind doesn't have to be complicated. It can be as simple as opening a book filled with wisdom, even if just for a few minutes. It can be writing down your thoughts in a journal, clearing the clutter of your mind before the world adds more noise. It can be listening to a motivational message, a piece of music that stirs your spirit, or even sitting quietly with your own breath and letting your thoughts settle. The point is not how you do it, it's that you do it with intention. Because when you feed your mind first thing in the morning, you set a tone, you declare, my peace matters, my growth matters, my inner world deserves nourishment before the outside world makes its demands. Think of your mind like a mirror. If you fill it with anger, gossip, and comparison, that is the reflection you will see when you look at yourself. But if you fill it with gratitude, wisdom, and clarity, your reflection changes. You begin to carry yourself differently, you speak differently, you react differently, and that difference is the quiet glow people notice when they meet you. It's why some people don't just look beautiful, they feel beautiful, they radiate it, because their inner life is being nurtured. There's also a strength that comes from feeding your mind daily. Life will always test you. There will always be noise, distractions, unexpected struggles. If your mind is empty, if you haven't invested in it, you'll bend under the weight of the world. But when your mornings begin with nourishment, you build resilience. You face challenges with calmness. You approach stress with clarity. You carry yourself with dignity. That resilience is beautiful because beauty is not just about looking perfect, it's about staying grounded when life is not. And perhaps the most profound truth is this: the thoughts you choose in the morning become the lens through which you see everyone else. When your mind is filled with negativity, you project negativity onto the world. But when your mind is filled with inspiration, you project inspiration. You become a source of light in other people's lives. And what could be more beautiful than being the person who leaves others feeling uplifted just by your presence? So tomorrow morning, as you prepare yourself for the day, don't just ask what you'll eat for breakfast or what you'll wear. Ask yourself, what will I feed my mind? Choose words that inspire, ideas that expand, wisdom that grounds. Choose to fill yourself before the world empties you. Because when you begin your day by feeding your mind, you don't just become beautiful, you become unforgettable. After gratitude has awakened your spirit, after hydration has renewed your body, after words have reshaped your self-image, after movement has sparked your glow, and after wisdom has fed your mind, there is one more practice that completes the morning ritual of true beauty. It is the art of peace, not the kind of peace that comes from silence around you, but the kind that is born from silence within you. Too often, mornings become a race, alarms go off, responsibilities call, the pressure of schedules presses in, and before we even step outside, our hearts are restless. But beauty cannot flourish in chaos. A face may be painted, clothes may be styled, but without inner calmness, the stress shows through the eyes, through the voice, through the very energy that surrounds you. Peace is not weakness, it is power. It is choosing to pause before rushing, to breathe before reacting, to center yourself before giving yourself away to the world. When you cultivate even a few moments of peace in the morning, you create an invisible shield that protects your spirit throughout the day. You carry yourself with presence instead of panic, with grace instead of haste. And people feel that difference. They may not know why you seem so grounded, so composed, but they sense it. That sense is beauty, because beauty is not only in how you look, but in how you make others feel in your presence. Think about the people you admire, the ones who seem effortlessly attractive. It isn't always their features, it's their aura, it's the calmness they carry, the way they make a room feel lighter simply by being in it. That aura doesn't come from makeup or fashion, it comes from the discipline of inner peace. And the good news is, you can cultivate it too every morning if you choose. The practice doesn't have to be long. It could be sitting quietly with your breath, taking slow inhales and exhales until your body softens and your thoughts grow still. It could be sipping your tea or coffee in silence, without checking your phone, allowing yourself to actually taste, to actually be present. It could be praying, meditating, journaling, or simply sitting in gratitude with no words at all. The form doesn't matter. What matters is that you claim those moments for yourself, that you let peace rise inside you before the demands of the world have a chance to take over. This kind of peace is beauty because it transforms your expression. When the mind is calm, the face is soft. When the heart is at ease, the eyes shine differently. Stress tightens, hardens, and exhausts, but peace relaxes, opens, and radiates. People might not realize it, but they are always more drawn to the person who is calm in their own skin. That magnetism is not about looking perfect, it is about feeling safe, steady, and whole. And here is the most powerful truth. When you carry inner peace, you give others permission to do the same. Your calmness becomes contagious. In a world where everyone is rushing, your stillness becomes rare and remarkable. It sets you apart. That is the kind of beauty that doesn't just capture attention, it captures hearts, because people will always remember how you made them feel, long after they've forgotten what you were wearing or how your makeup looked. Peace also allows you to meet challenges differently. Instead of reacting with fear or anger, you respond with clarity. Instead of being shaken by criticism or setbacks, you remain anchored. That strength is not loud, but it is undeniable. It gives you resilience, dignity, and grace. And all of those qualities are beautiful because they show that your beauty isn't fragile, it's unshakable. So tomorrow morning, before you let the rush of life sweep you away, give yourself permission to pause, to breathe, to be still. Let peace settle into your body, like the softest light, and carry that light with you as you step into the world. Because when you begin your day by wearing your inner peace like makeup, you don't just look beautiful, you become unforgettable.